Set. Good evening, everyone. And today it's my pleasure to host this webinar. And I'm Khyati Mistry, working with Lumium Design, a company based at Ahmedabad. And I'm also a member of HR Milestone. This webinar is organized by HR Milestone, and Mr. Yusuf Pathan is speaker for the day today. Let me first introduce HR Milestone to those who are new to this forum. HR Milestone is incomplete if I don't say anything about Dr. Harish Chaturvedi. Harish sir is one of the founder member of HR Milestone Forum, initiated in 2010 with an intention of HR professionals returning back to the fraternity, where we believe network for net worth. Now let me describe the logo of our HR Milestone. Here, letter H represents our objective to provide platform to HR professionals as two people shaking hands, and the element tie in the logo represents developments through knowledge, and you may also see the downward arrow which indicates downloading knowledge to the next generation. Here on this forum, we have 3,200 members with our presence on digital platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and WhatsApp group as well. We conduct different knowledge sharing meetings via Let's Say Dil Se, HR Kitli, and Chai Pani conversations. Till now, we have organized 35 webinars, and today is our 36th session, which would be conducted by Mr. Yusuf Pathan on the topic recruitment through LinkedIn. Welcome, Mr. Yusuf, to HR Milestone Forum. Before we begin this session, let me please introduce Mr. Yusuf Pathan. He is considered as one of the most original and creative thought leaders of the talent acquisition domain. Mr. Yusuf is highly accomplished and renowned international recruitment trainer and a speaker at various talent acquisition conferences. He has been in the recruitment industry for more than 20 years now. He has trained more than 7,500 recruiters worldwide, including recruiters from McKinsey, Amazon, TCS, Capgemini, etc. He has conducted more than 1,500 workshops in India, United Kingdom, USA, Germany, Hong Kong, and Thailand. Yusuf is also level 2 certified people sourcer and has also been featured in the top 100 HRs to be followed in India. He's a skilled orator, and in his free time, he likes to travel, do landscape and portrait photography. Not taking much of the time, as I know all of them are very eager to listen, Mr. Yusuf. I would request Mr. Yusuf to share his insight on one of the most important function of the HR, that is recruitment, as it gives talent to run the businesses. Over to you, Mr. Yusuf.
Thank you, Khyati, for the introduction, and thank you for giving me this opportunity, Mr. Chaturvedi. I mean, this is the second time I am doing an event for HR Milestone, and I would be happy to keep doing such more events for the group. I keep following HR Milestone, and then I've seen, there is a lot of work which HR Milestone has done, and has been continuously doing a lot of things also for the HR fraternity, which is a very good thing, and I love the way you all work. So, and thank you for this opportunity. So I think let's start with the session. So a lot of you here are from recruitment background. That's what my assumption is. Now, today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you on how do you use LinkedIn for recruitment. So not in detail as to, but I'm going to just cover one important part of LinkedIn, which is X-ray search. Yeah. Now this search would actually help you in getting more profiles from LinkedIn, and you don't even need to go for a paid account of LinkedIn. So that's how powerful this search is. So I'm going to take you through, and then what I need from you all is if you could share maybe a few requirements so that I can show you live as to how do you search for those candidates. So in the chat window, if you could just send me some brief requirements, just maybe some keywords and location, those kind of things, and I'll pick it up from the chat window. Okay. So, and then it's going to be more interaction. You can ask me questions. Either, so I would prefer you ask me questions through the chat window, because then a lot of people asking questions in between will create a problem. So you can ask me from there. Okay. So now we'll start with what. How do you actually do an X-ray search for LinkedIn? Okay. Now, if everyone is, let me just share my screen with you all. So, is everyone able to see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yusuf sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we are able to.
Okay, sure. So now, what I'll do is, if you have access to your laptops, maybe you could also do some practice along with me. Okay? But then I'll show you live as to how things are done on X-ray search. Now, first thing, what is X-ray search? Now, X-ray search is basically um, you search for a particular website, you look at and then there are a lot of information which is not available through our normal searches. So for example, now on LinkedIn, if you see, you'll see a lot of different pages. You'll see network, you'll see jobs, you'll see discussions, you'll see company pages, you will see groups. So there are so many different things you'll see uh, on LinkedIn. But every website has a typical format. Okay, they follow a typical format, and that for because they want to keep all the data in a consistent way, they would have all these things in a particular format. So now we need to understand what that format is. So if you want to do a X-ray search, it's very important that you understand the format of any website. So now let's understand the format of how LinkedIn works. Okay. So for example, if I want to search for, let's say, if I'm looking for Java and I search for jobs, for example, yeah, can you see this part here? It says slash jobs. So linkedin.com/jobs. That is the format for jobs. Okay. I'll put it in the notepad so that you can see. So this is the format for the jobs. Now let's see, I want to search for, I don't want jobs, I want to see company. And let me open a company page. There are all jobs related page. Let me just do one thing. Let me just show you a company page. Okay. So if you look at the company page, okay, see, so company page also has a format /company. Okay. So similarly, your profiles will also have a format. Now you need to understand what that format is, right? So what you need to do is you go to your profile and then click on view profile. Now once you look at view profile, then you go to contact info. Okay. Now here, can you see there is a profile link? It says linkedin.com/in/name. Okay. Now a lot of you people would have linkedin.com/in/name and some number combination, because you haven't changed it, you haven't personalized it. I have personalized it. That's the reason it is linkedin.com/in/ and then the name. So the first part, this linkedin.com/in, this will always be the same for everyone. So this is the format for your profiles. Okay. So now we understood what the format is of the website. Now we need to search for this. So now to do a X-ray search, you need to understand the syntax. The syntax is site colon, and then we need to find profiles. So what we are asking Google to do is, we are asking Google to search only within this site, and the site should be this linkedin.com/in. Now, always remember one thing, your site colon should always be in small letters. Okay, your S should not be in capital, or it should not, all the words should not be in capital. It should always be in small letters. So site colon linkedin.com/in. Now, when I search for this on Google, now if you look at my screen, you'll see all profiles only, and only from LinkedIn. That is, we're doing an X-ray within LinkedIn. Okay. So these are all profiles only, and then you can go to n number of pages here. So you can go here and you can see there are all profiles only. Yeah. Now we'll look at how do we search for our. Now we know that this is the format to get profiles. Now we will see how do we get profiles for our requirements. Okay. Now we need to find specific for specific people, right? So let me just have a look at the chat, and I'll take a requirement from there. So I'm just going up, and I'll just check from the beginning. I'm just checking. So okay, so the first requirement I got is from Pooja. She wants to find .NET developers. Okay, so I'll take this .NET developer as an example for now. So looking for a developer. Developers are also maybe called engineers, or they would also be called coders, or they would also be called programmers. Okay, just a moment, let me just minimize the screen. Yeah, they can also be called programmers. And then we're looking at .NET or .NET, or now these are the different ways of how people would write this. So .NET or .NET. Okay, and for now I'll just consider the location as Ahmedabad. Yeah, let's see how many we get in Ahmedabad. Okay, so okay, you want the search strings in the chat window? Sure. Here is the first search string for .NET. Now when I put this on Google, now this will give us more targeted results now. So if you see, now if you look at my screen, so 99,800 results, and all .NET developers here, software developers, and see, and they mentioned .NET as a profile, and then they're all from Ahmedabad and Gujarat. Okay. Another thing is, now with this search, we are actually searching within a keyword as Ahmedabad. So Ahmedabad on comma Gujarat will be the format which LinkedIn will follow. So we'll have to put Ahmedabad comma Gujarat as a search. Yeah, see, now this is reduced. Now these people are like currently working in Ahmedabad. So first it was just searching as a keyword. Okay. So this is the search string for your .NET developer. this search string here. And after the session, I'll also do one thing. So I'll share this notepad also, so that you get this notepad also. Okay. Now I'll take the second requirement which was posted. Yes. So the second requirement was from Manish. It is on Liferay architect or a developer. Okay. So everything remains the same. Then we need developer or an architect. Here, or architect, and location Manish is not mentioned, so I'll keep it as Ahmedabad. So sorry, my kid. So that's Liferay. So there could be, I mean, people would write Liferay in different ways, with a space and without a space. So here you just put this. You see about 1,540 results, and you can see this Liferay developer, software engineer, Liferay developer, architect. So that's how you can search with keywords. Now, another format, what we need to understand. So I'll take the other requirements also, but before that, let me explain you a couple of more formats, and then we'll again modify these searches. Okay. So now, if you look at my screen, if you see this blue part here, okay, sorry, the one which says this Ketan, Makwana, Ahmedabad, Gujarat, LinkedIn. Okay. Now again, there's a format which has been followed here. See here, if you look at the Sejal Patel, okay, you'll see there's a format which is followed. So it is name, it is job title, and it is company name. Same if you look at the other results also, you'll see name, job title, and company name. Shivani Shah, again, name, job title, company name. Okay? And some of the places you have name and then the location. That the reason being they have not updated their current job title and current company. That's the reason. Okay? So now we know that the current designation comes in this blue part here, and your current company comes in this blue part, right? So that's what we understood from this. Now, the blue part on your search result, it is called the title of the web page. Okay, that is the title of the web page. Now, if I want to search within the title, so you can search for a keyword within the title also. So the syntax for it would be in title. Okay. Now, in title means searching within only this part. So now what I would do is I would search for the current companies and the current designations with the help of in title. So in title developer, or in title architect, or in title engineer, or in title programmer, and look at Liferay or Liferay and then you have Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Now when I search for this, see now earlier we had some 1500 results. Now we've got only 502 results, and their current title will either have developer word, architect word, or engineer word, or a programmer word, and it will definitely have the word Liferay. in this, and their current designation would be Ahmedabad. Right? So take one more requirement to show you one more example. I'll just paste this search string here. Okay, so there are some questions. So before I move to the next example, I'll just take those few questions which have come. So Virendra is asking, can we also get the profiles in USA? What will be the site for this? Sure, Virendra, I'll show you. So for the US, so say, on LinkedIn, there are a lot of different, what do you say, formats for countries also. Okay. So the format for the country is, you'll have to just go to Google and you type list of country codes on LinkedIn. Okay. And you would have open the first link. Now here you'll see there are different codes here. So Afghanistan it's AF, Albania it's AL, Belgium BE, Bangladesh BD. So you can see there are different on this thing. Right now, if you want to do a country specific search and if you don't want to do a city search, okay, so the format for that is here in the front you'll have to just type. So I'll show you one example of India first and then we'll move to the other countries. So I remove the city. Now I'm doing a India wide search. So if I put this in Google, now there are 5,510 results. Now these are all India wide people. Okay. Now the first IN here, the first IN, this one. The first IN represents the country. The last IN is for profiles. So please remember this. The last IN is for profiles. The first IN is for country. Now if I change this same thing to uk.linkedin.com, I will get only United Kingdom profiles. Okay, now see 662 people, and these are all UK profiles, United Kingdom profiles. Similarly, for US, the format is www. That's the format for US. For US, they haven't given any specific country. So for that, you'll have to do www. And then you'll get for US. See, there are 5,030 results US wide for LifeRay, architect, and developer. Now, in this same list, you'll see just again. So when I open this country code, yeah, US will be mentioned somewhere here. See, for US it is www. But for the rest of the countries, there is a specific country code. Only for US, they've kept it www. So that's how you'll have to change this. Okay. Now, now because we are covering this and the country specific search, I want to also, so are there any people who work in Asia Pacific? Are there any people who work in Asia Pacific, Japan, China? Especially Japan. Does anyone work in Japan?
So I have.
Yeah. Okay. What kind of role, Virendra, do you work in Japan? Okay, Mehul works in Dubai Middle East. Sure, Mehul. I'll
So
an example of Middle East.
we are working with Japan companies for their development on SAP from India.
SAP.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we
SAP
work on SAP profiles,
Okay.
and we sometimes need like bilingual profile for SAP, which can speak Japanese as well as English. So that is a
Okay.
kind of demand in Japan.
Sure, no problem. Let me take one of the requirements then. Okay. So for Japan, this will become gp.linkedin.com. /in, and then so this example I'm showing. So Nisha and Mehul, you asked a question about Dubai and Singapore. So this example why I took about Japan and China is because I'm talking about the language here. In Singapore, mostly people will write their profiles in English, but how do you search for profiles which are in a different language? So that's the example I'm going to show here. So in title developer or in title software engineer, and then let's say SAP, and I'm doing a Japan wide search. Now what you would see is you'll see a lot of profiles but only written in English. Kathy needs a UX designer or an industrial designer at Japan. Sure, Kathy, I'll try and cover that also. Okay. Can you see now this we've got here about 558 results, and then you can see those people are software engineers, and they've also mentioned SAP in their profiles. But now, a lot of times, what would happen is their job titles would be written in the Japanese language. So what you need to do is you need to go to Google Translation, and then you enter your text here, which is your software engineer, and then here in English you select Japanese. So use Japanese. So you get this Japanese script here. This is how software engineer is written in Japanese. You copy this, and then yeah, let me just copy this. I'll create another search string. Now instead of software engineer as a keyword in English, I will use this keyword in Japanese. Yeah, so this is Japanese here. Then I would also use the word developer. Also, I'll change it to Japanese developer. So that's how developer is written. So I copy this, I paste it here. And SAP, I'll keep it as it is because it's that's a name of the tool, so that shouldn't change. And then I search on Google. Now see, we got 48 results. Now these 48 results we could have missed out because those people have written their profiles in Japanese language. So we could have missed out on that. So we did a search with English and as well as Japanese words. So it's very important when you search for French profiles also, try and search for people with French keywords. Okay? Try and search for people. So if you're, let's say, searching for Germany, try and search with Dutch language. Yeah? Try and search with Spanish language. So all these keywords can be translated in Google, and then from there, you just need to put it in a search string the way it is. Okay? But try with all these combinations. It's very important. Okay? Now, so that's about how do you do a country specific search. So Nisha, for Singapore, you'll have to just change this to sg.linkedin.com, and you can use normal English language also, because in Singapore they normally use the English language. Okay, so if you see here, you're getting only Singapore. Yeah, see, these are all Singapore based people. Kathy, to answer your, so I'll take this one Japanese requirement again, because again, Kathy, you will need to understand certain things that, for example, UX. Now UX cannot be translated. It's a word, right? So UX cannot be translated, but user experience can be translated, right? So here we could write user experience. Yeah, so we'll search with both Japanese and English words now. Then I will see how user experience is written in Japanese. So user experience. Let me change this to Japanese. So that's how that is written. So I copy this. I'll paste it here. And then in title, we are looking for designer. Designer. Or now let's see how designer is written in Japanese. So I'll use that also now. So designer. So this is how designer is written. So I put this here. Let me put this of course. Okay, so everything is done. Now I copy this and then I search this. Now here we're getting all a mixture of English and Japanese people here because we've searched with both the words. We've searched with this English and Japanese. Okay. So that is how we do a country specific search. So I hope I answered that question. Now I'll just take the second question. So Virendra, that answers your question, right? Okay.
Yes.
Uday, so you also got the location format. Okay. Okay, Ankur has a question. How do we find only female profiles on LinkedIn, please? Okay, specific gender search. Now, because LinkedIn doesn't have any filters like your job portals, so you'll have to use keywords which will help you get more information. So now you'll have to think as how people would write their profiles. So normally, if I want to search for a gender specific search or diversity hiring, so I normally look at she or her or um, women's college. Then I also search for girls school, or I also search for lady or female or women or women came. Yeah. So these are the keywords I would normally use when I'm doing a gender specific search. And the other way also is that, so I'll show you one more thing. So I'll take one requirement from here. So I'll take a very basic requirement so that we can look at the results. So I take this requirement, the developer requirement, and I remove from here, I remove the location and I add these keywords. Here. And then if I search, yes, we can. So just take this. So if you see, I'm getting mostly I'm getting these profiles now, but then there would be certain times that you'll get male profiles also in this. Other thing how you can actually search for these things is you go to images. Okay, now in the images, when you search, you'll be able to see their profile pictures of LinkedIn. So you'll know who is a lady and who's a guy in this. So you'll be able to figure out that. And these are all LinkedIn profiles, and all these people will have all those skill sets mentioned on their profiles. Yeah. Now there are certain articles, pictures also coming here. If you want to change that, that can also be done. So you go to advanced search, and then in advanced search, okay, one thing. Let me just first you'll have to copy this entire search string because this gets changed when you go there. So you copy this, then go to settings, then go to advanced search, and from here you type of image, you select only face, and then again click on advanced search. Okay, so and then because the search string is changed, we put the search string again. Okay. So yeah. Now can you see all female candidates for you with all those search strings? Okay. So, okay, Minal has a question, why inverted commas are used for women's college. See, if there are two words and then we want them together on the web page, then uh, we use double quotes. Okay. Okay. So Ankur has a question, how can we target people from a specific company? Right. This was my second thing. So I would go back. Let's say I want to look at only female candidates or only female developers on .NET. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just taking this requirement again and again. But you just need to do is you just need to change the things here. That's it. So you just need to put your own keywords. So that will help you. So I will see now current employer as. So let new thing. So I have this habit of saving all my search strings because then I don't need to spend a lot of time in rewriting my search string, and that's one of the things which we as recruiters have always missed. So in title coder or in title programmer, and now the format is that the current company is also shown in the title. So you write Oracle here. So we're looking for .NET developers or programmers only from Oracle. So let's see how many people do we have. 697 people. And the current company is Oracle. So if you see Oracle, so their current company is Oracle. Okay. So, okay, Nisha is asking, can we search based on experience? Yes, we can, but then there's a catch to it. So I'll explain you how that works. So let me just go back and let me check some more questions we had. So I should not miss out on the questions. So females, gender specific, we just searched. What all parameters we can use in search? Okay. So currently, Udit, the parameters we can use in search is the current job title. We can search for the current location. We can search for the current company. So these are the criteria which you can search for from X-ray search. The internal LinkedIn search is different, but X-ray search, these are the only things which we can search. So okay, search based on experience. Chetna is also asked about experience. I'll talk about that. Parish, how do we find bilingual professionals? Okay, so bilingual professionals, if you want to find, so let's say in the same search string, so I'll just remove Oracle from here. So I want to find bilingual .NET developers, for example. So I would just write and I'll remove the the diversity part also for now, and I look at Japanese and English and native as a keyword. This could be native uh, or professional. No, professional word would take the other words also. Let's look at native only. Let's see. Let's copy this. So here you can see you would get this both bilingual. Okay. So that's how we search for bilingual. Then the next question was from HP. I'm sorry, your name is shown as HP. How we can LinkedIn X-ray search for a specific in healthcare domain? Sure, we can do a search within healthcare domain also. So what you would have to do is just use the same. So let's see if we can find a .NET bilingual person in a healthcare domain. Let's see if we can get anyone. Healthcare or healthcare. Okay, we'll keep this as it is, and I will change this to India-wide search. So let's see. Let's see from India if we get .NET developers, bilingual .NET developers within healthcare domain. And see, there are 87 people. So those people are .NET developers, bilingual .NET developers, and they are from healthcare domain. So this is how we can use industry in our search. Okay, then yeah, Ankur's question is okay. Shubha is asking, how do we search for contractors? Unfortunately, Shubha, I mean, I've been doing a lot of research on the contractors part, but very few people actually mention contractors on their profiles on LinkedIn. So it's very difficult to find contractors on LinkedIn. Then Bhagyashri is asking, how do we find candidates from IIT, NIT or IITs? Okay, so Bhagyashri, that's a different, a completely different search. So let's do one thing. So towards the end of it, as a bonus, I'll show you how that college search can be done. I'll just finish the X-ray part first. Okay. So now Nisha is asked about, can we search about experience? Yeah, I'll cover the experience part. Yes, Amit will cover the. Okay, so Meenal is asking when not to use in title word. Okay, so in title word, you can use it only if you're searching for something within this part here, where it says Ashwini Mhatre, software engineer, Terracon. So if you're searching only in this part, then you have to use the word in title, or else you don't need to use the word in title. Okay, so Jalpa is asking, is there any tool there to compare two or more profiles from same search? I'm sorry, I couldn't understand the question. Jalpa, can you please elaborate it for me? Yes, Saurabh has a question. Can we search candidates from product-based organization? Any search string for that? Yes, we can actually search. So the search string for the product-based companies would be, so I'll just write down the keywords for you. So product or product management or product based or product based yeah, I think mostly they would use these keywords here. Yep. So these are the keywords for the product based search string. Okay, then Ankur is asking, a recruiter should search with location codes or with city name. What would you suggest, please? Okay, on the X-ray search, you won't be able to search with zip codes because zip codes are built within the code. So you cannot search for zip codes on the X-ray search. Zip codes can be used on your paid account of LinkedIn. So there I would suggest use zip codes. But when you're doing a search on your free LinkedIn account, always use city name. And also if you're doing an X-ray search, then always use a city name. Okay, then the next question was, is there any specific search flow to find out profiles? Yes, Nishraq. So normally whenever I do my searches, okay, I normally start with a broad search. Okay. So for example, the first search string which you saw from me for the .NET one, okay, it was a very broad search. That's how I started. And then I got too many results. Then what I did is, then I added in title to it. Then I reduced it. Then I'll add the experience range to it. Then I'll reduce it. So that's how. So you start with your broad search and then narrow it down. So that is how your search flow should be. Okay, so Neeraj is asking how do we get that get their contact details. So Neeraj, there are a lot of Chrome extensions which will help you get their contact details. So that's again a very different topic, and that would take a lot of time. So that's completely different topic. But yes, you can get contact details of these people. So if you look at my if you screen, can you see on my toolbar there are so many Chrome extensions which I'm using. These are to get contact details of people. I mean, some of them are for different purpose, but most of them are to get contact details of people from social media sites. So yes, it is possible. No, so Bhagyashree is asking, is there any way to find if candidate has attached CV in LinkedIn profile? No, there's no possibility of that because that CV comes from slideshare.net. That's a third-party software which is again brought by LinkedIn, but it's a completely different different website. So you cannot search on that. Okay, now so there are two questions which are pending. One is from Asha, and then a lot of you people ask me about the years of experience. So I'll take these two questions and I'll show you examples on that. So we'll take the number of years of experience first. So on X-ray search, everything is about keywords, right? So now what we do is, so I'll remove a few things from here. And now let's say I'm looking for someone between 5 years to 6 years of experience. So normally I would use 5 years or 5 plus years or 6 years or 6 years or 7 plus years, and then I'll do my search. If you want, you can also use things like 6.5 years or 5.5 years. Those things also can be used. Okay. See, .NET developer with 5 years experience, last 7 years as software developers, 6 years as .NET developer, okay, then 6 years, okay, then again 7 years. So this is how you could actually look for people with number of years of experience. Mehul, there used to be a syntax called range search, which is now stopped working. Okay, so that range search is stopped working. Yes, we used to use periods. Yes, Ankur, but then that is not working anymore. So I'll show you an example. So the same search string, if I use that range search model, so if I write 2 to 7, okay, okay, 3.9, okay, it started working, I guess. No, 4 jobs. No, see, it is searching for the other numbers also, like 2.0, 2.1.3. Okay, so that is the reason why that range search won't work here. So you can give a range search only between two numbers. So range search is basically if you want to search for something, so you just need to write 2 and then let's say I was searching for 7 to 8 years of experience. So just 2 dots and then 8. So that is how it will search for anything between those two numbers. So that's the range search. You need to have 2 dots in between. Okay. Then that is for X-ray search. Now there's one more question. There was one more question about looking for job change. Asha, yeah, from Asha, there was looking for job change. So I would copy this again. And then you write for looking for change or open for opportunities
Exploring.
or exploring, yes, or actively seeking or actively looking. Yeah. So and then you can keep adding to this. You can keep adding more of these keywords. But just to give you an example, yeah. See, immediate joiner is also one of the keywords you can use. So see, people have written looking for a change, actively looking for a job change. So this is how you can search for people who are looking for a job change. Okay? So that's how you can search for that. Now, so I've answered all the questions, and okay, so what is Boolean search and is it different from X-ray search and keywords? Okay, so Anu, Boolean search is basically this part here, and so I'll show you the difference what X-ray search and what Boolean search is. So this is your Boolean search. Okay. The search which you create with the help of and or not double quotes. So unfortunately, we couldn't cover the not part. Not is very important aspect of your Boolean search. So that is very important. So here, developer, engineer, coder, programmer, .NET. So whatever comes in and or and not, this is a Boolean search. X-ray search is nothing but your anything which is site colon. So for example, site colon in.linkedin.com is a X-ray search for India LinkedIn search. If you write just linkedin.com, this is the X-ray search for profiles on LinkedIn. That is worldwide. Now if I write github.com, so this is X-ray search for GitHub. Now if I write, if I write site colon twitter.com, now this is the X-ray search for your Twitter. So this is the difference between your X-ray search and your Boolean search. So both are completely different, and X-ray search is a little advanced than your Boolean search, but your Boolean search helps you to get accurate results. So while you're doing your searches on job portals or wherever on the internet, it is very important that you only use Boolean operators. Do not use normal keywords. Okay. So, okay, Ankur, so you're okay. So thank you, Kisha. So Ankur, so this was the bonus thing I was talking about. So someone else had also mentioned about IIT and NIT. Let me just go back. Let me check who was it. It was Bhagyashri. Okay. So we are done with the X-ray search. Okay. Now I'll show you one bonus thing which I had not actually planned to cover today, but I'll just show it to you because couple of you have asked this. Now, how do you search for people from specific colleges and within specific what do you say year range? Okay, so you need to go to linkedin.com and then you search for the college name. Knowledge. So I'll take IIT. So what you do is you just put IIT and then click on search. Now when you so now when you click on search, then you need to click on more and then go to schools. Okay, go to schools. Now when you go to schools, you will see that there are a lot of college pages here. Now for an example, I'll take IIT Bhubaneswar, okay, or Bombay. Let's take Bombay, Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. So I take this Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, and here I what you need to do is you open the school page, the college page of this, and then go to alumni. So you need to go to alumni. Now, once you go to alumni, someone had asked if I want to search within a specific range. So I want to look at people who have studied between 2013 to 2018. So within this 5 years, how many people have actually studied? Now within this, I want to look at people who are currently staying, let's say, I want to look at all the people who are staying in Bangalore, for example. So you can see this graph here, it is a filter. So you just need to click on it. So your search results get filtered by that location. So here you get, see 1800 results now. Now here you can see there's a next button here. So just click on next button. Now let's say I want to look at only people who have studied computer science. So I click on computer science. So I get 356 results, right? Now within computer science, there's one more filter if you go ahead. So I want to look at, let's say, C++, Python, Java, C programming, and how am I connected to these people? So these 356 people, or 354 people, there are 2 people in my second degree contact and then 352 people in my third degree contact. So this ways you can just filter whatever you want. Let's say you're not getting anything in the filter which you actually want, then you put it as a keyword. So let's say I want to look at all the developer, or let's say I want to look at all the architects, or architects or developer. So you just write here Boolean search here. So architect or developer, okay, and then search. So out of those 356 people, let me see what is the number. So 110 people are software architect or architects or software developers. And then when I scroll down, I'll be able to see their profiles here. See. And they've studied between 2013 to 2018, and they've studied computer science and are from Bangalore, and they have the word architect or developer. And let's say I want to remove Bangalore and I want to see India-wide. So I just remove the word Bangalore and select India here and select India. So this is you'll find people all over India. So it's a very simple and a beautiful interface. This comes on your free account. It is not on the paid account. This is on the free account. So and it's a very beautiful tool. I get a lot of market intelligence through this tool. So for example, if I wanted to see normally people who have studied computer science and are architects and developers, which is the company who has the most? So it is Microsoft, followed by SAP. Some of the people are still with IIT Bombay, the Oracle, Goldman Sachs, Flipkart. So I get a lot of market intelligence around the colleges. So this is how you can search for within a specific college and within specific year range. Okay, so Shiba, can you, if possible, can you please put the search string so that I can see that? So what is Rancher and Docker's, Shiba?
Sir, Rancher and Docker is a tool of, Rancher is a tool within Dockers. Just now I put it, given the search string which you have mentioned,
So
I
have you,
got the profile of Mr. Sandeep, Sandeep something. 1 minute, sir. I'll tell you that name.
yeah,
Sandeep Pathak. In his CV, Dockers is there, Rancher is not there. So I'm just editing the skills. I'm just giving Rancher and I'm getting it because I think if we give two
the
skills,
first one?
we are yeah, I'm just giving Rancher. I just got one CV by name some Radha Krishna Are, and his number is also mentioned there. So I'm just clicking it. 1 second, sir. Yeah, but he's not in India. 1 minute. Again, I'll change my search string.
Okay, till then I'll just, yeah, Paresh, there's a alumni search video on YouTube channel also. Yes, Mehul, they have the salary data also, but somehow I have not actually been able to. I mean, the kind of data which LinkedIn gives you, it is very different. So, for example, if I search for data science role in Bangalore, and if I'm looking at a salary for about 5 years of experience of a data science person, it shows me about 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs, which is actually wrong. It should be more. So I don't know from where that LinkedIn is picking up the data, and then that data is not so accurate. So that's what has been my experience. I normally rely on Naukri for my salary data. Is it possible to target a particular group on LinkedIn? Yes, you can. So let's say if you want to search for CXO level groups, like, bus. So in CXO, you select groups and then you'll be able to see the groups which have the CXO and all. And then you can join these groups here. So you just need to put in your keywords and just select the right filter and you'll be able to get it. Okay. So, okay, now coming back to okay, so Anand, there's a question. I'm not sure if this is a valid question. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, we can. For the jobs, yes, we have. So let's say for power sector. Okay. So let's say I would just use the word or forget. I won't search for the word power. I'll go for jobs. You need to go to jobs. Now, once you go to jobs, here you will be able to see different filters here. Let me just check my. Just a second, guys. I'm just checking my internet. It's very slow here. Okay, and I think that filter will come only after we put a skill. So let's say, right, sales, and I search for India, and then I search. Okay. Click on all filters, and then in this you can industry here, so you can type the industry. So let's say oil and energy, and then sorry, one filters. Okay, so you'll have to add a keyword for sure, or else it won't give you this all filters. You'll have to add that oil and energy, and then you click on apply. Okay, now because I've used the word sales, so I'm getting all sales related jobs in oil and gas. So there are 1067 results here. So this way you'll have to keep playing around with keywords and then select the industry, and that's how you would be able to get the numbers here. Okay. Once again, I missed a few questions on the top. Sir, can we export this such data to Excel? Yes, Nisha, you can export this data to Excel. Again, there are tools which will help you do that. So there's a tool called Data Miner, which is this. I think I have a video of Data Miner on YouTube. So this tool will help you export the details in Excel sheet. Ankur, you can only search for the group names in the X-ray part. You cannot get into the groups if those groups are not open groups. So X-ray searches can only be done on the pages which are openly available, which are publicly available. So there only we would be able to give the X-ray search. So your closed groups, you cannot do a X-ray search on. Okay. Then yes, PU live webinar, Tech Crew Solutions. How can we differentiate between skill and company if same company is there? So I still didn't get the question. Sahitya, I couldn't get the question.
Sir, actually, as Shiba said, rancher as a skill is there, and also with the same name, company is also there.
Okay.
So how can we differentiate that, sir?
So you don't want people from the rancher company, but you want people rancher
Who has that skill?
who
Yes,
has that
yes.
skill.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
So over here, one more small query added to this. After this in title where you are writing, there is a space, I believe, or there is no space.
After in title, there's a double. There's a
no. Before in title.
There is a space before in title. Yeah, there is a space.
If we give a space, then the search are different. If we don't give a space, then the search are different.
Yeah, because if you don't give the space, then your Boolean search won't work properly. So you will get a lot of irrelevant results also.
No, we are getting a relevant series.
Yeah, but if you, so see on Google, what happens is the first 2 or 3 pages you see, you'll get mostly relevant things. After that, your results will change after 2 or 3 pages. So it's very important that you follow this space thing so that after 2 or 3 pages also you get accurate results. Okay. So now coming back to that rancher part. So I want to search for people with rancher as a keyword, and I don't want the current company to be rancher. So this is the search string you will have to use. So we are asking Google to minus rancher from the current company, and we only want people with rancher as a skill set. So like I said, I mean the Boolean searches, my favorite Boolean search is actually not. I love not using not. See, now if you look at all the results, rancher is as a keyword, and you will never find rancher in the current company. So you'll have to use minus in title there. Sorry, I just lost the chat window. Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, so Ankur has a question. Can you name some of the active extensions for mobile numbers such like Lusha? Okay, so like Lusha, you have Signal Hire, you have then Signal Hire is there, Hiretual is there, Swordfish is there. So all this Profit is there where you can get the contact details. Yes, Prajakta minus is used to exclude the keywords. Yeah, so Excel can be downloaded. All these profiles can be downloaded, but you'll have to use this Chrome extension called Data Miner. From Data Miner, you can download the Chrome extensions. There's a YouTube channel also, which you can see on the YouTube channel. There I have a video where you can see how you can download that. Yes, you can do the searches on job portals Monster and Naukri. So for your Monster and Naukri, you will have to use this search string, which is your Boolean search. Okay, your X-ray search. So this X-ray search, you will never work on Naukri and Monster because Naukri and Monster are very secure sites. So you can't actually do a search on those sites. To avoid job advertisements while searching, is there any specific string? Yes, I normally use minus job, minus jobs, minus opportunity, minus apply now, minus and your CV. So this will remove all the job postings or advertisements you have. You can also use minus sample, minus templates. So this will give you, so this will exclude all your job postings and other. Okay. So does the premium version of LinkedIn has any more important benefits than normal free version? Okay, so to answer that, Anand, now there are 3 different accounts on LinkedIn. Now I'm talking in the recruitment perspective. So likewise, they have for sales also, they have for personal also, but the recruiter account also has 3 different versions. So one is your free account, then you have recruiter light account, and then you have the main recruiter account. Now your free account has very limited features. Recruiter light account also has limited features, but it is very better. It is far more better than your basic free account. And I've been using recruiter light, and there are more filters and all those things. If you want, I'll show you a demo for a couple of minutes. Recruiter account is the most expensive account, so I will suggest not to go for the recruiter account. The recruiter account will cost you about 45,000 rupees per month per login. Okay, your recruiter light account will cost you about 6,000 rupees per month, but it is worth investing in that recruiter light account. I'll show you a demo of how recruiter light account actually works. I have a login for the paid account also. So here, if I go here, this is my recruiter light account. So I'll just show you some features which are better than your normal free account, and especially your search features are very good on this. Light. Okay, so here, so when I get into recruiter light, you have to click on the advanced search here. See now, if you see the filters you have, you can search by job title, location, skills, company, year of graduation. Okay, so this was your range. Someone was asking me, right? So from 2013 to 2018. So that also can be done here. Schools attended. So a lot of people ask me if they can search for NID, NIT, and all those things. That can be done from here. Industries, keywords is your normal keywords, your boolean operators. Seniority, years of experience which is missing, so this is the most important aspect of the search. Okay, then you can search within your groups. Okay, within companies of different sizes, so you have different company filters here. You have education and experience filters here. Okay, then you have your postal code, zip code search, your um, when they join LinkedIn and all different searches. So this is a very good interface, and then it's not that costly also. It would cost you about 6,000 per month, including GST. So it's a good tool to have, Recruiter Lite. So okay, so my channel name is Sosing Adda. Mehul, there's no difference. Free 1 month, you get the same features also. So normally, you can whenever you go for Recruiter Lite, they will offer you a free 1 month trial. You take that trial, use it, see if you're okay. If you're okay with that, if you don't like it, then what you can do is just 2 or 3 days before when it gets renewed, just remove your credit card details from there, and then they won't charge you for a year. Then you can utilize it for a free 1 month. Okay, so that's it. I mean, in this session, I will, I will share the notepad also. Yeah, or should I share it directly here now on the chat window itself? Let me do that. One second. Yeah, my channel name is Sosing Adda. Yeah. think this is personally. Yeah, so I've pasted the text document also. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for listening to me. I hope this session was useful, and you can get connected to me on LinkedIn or Twitter. I'm mostly active on Twitter. If you have any doubts, anything, you can ask me. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'll just stop share. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. You can we can keep connected on social media sites. Thank you so much.
Insights which has, I mean, as you say, sir, thank you is a very small word. This was really very insightful and very helpful. So thank you from all of us, and special thanks from my side. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Yusuf, Ashish this side from Global Softech. Thanks a lot for your kind, inspiring and very knowledgeable session. And we look forward to have much more sessions with you.
Thank you. Sure. I'll definitely keep doing sessions. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Yusuf.
Thank you, Yusuf. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yusuf sir. Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you.
is Neeraj.
Yusufji,
Thank you,
this
Neeraj.
is
Thank you.
another, Alexa, you will agree with me that this is a different kind of presentation this time. No PPTs. Earlier, whatever we have done the PPTs and everything.
Yeah.
Session is different. Each session of ours is different.
Yes, total.
Each session is
Thank you,
different.
Yusuf sir.
इसलिए परेश भाई इसलिए इस प्रोग्राम का नाम है लेट्स से दिल से. So people come here with दिल से.
Yeah.
Yes. That is it. Agree.
I would be happy to conduct more sessions whenever you